EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Now it is 1st and goal. the option. Here's Robinson. A dive, and he's in! Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven first down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They motion the slot man left. On the handoff, it's Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and long for Jackson. Got his man at the 6. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A design run here with Jackson. A short gain there, down to the 10.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
From the 10-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Now, Jackson. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line, but now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On play action, Daniels. That's to the rookie's 2nd-round pick, Ben Sinnott. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
3rd down and 9. To the air again is Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing again, Daniels. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson to the tight end, Likely. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Jackson out of the pistol. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Jackson up top again. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Again, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. 3rd and 5. To the air one more time with Jackson. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answer.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it, and the Ravens are back within 4. It is 14-10. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The motion man here is McLaurin. Here's Robinson. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. Jackson now on second down. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 6. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The Commanders' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. So, here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. To the tight end, Likely. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Baltimore.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Mike, let's have a conversation about the play action passing game. There's this notion out there that in order for it to be good, you have to be a great running team, and it's actually not the case. The threat of a run in the down and distance is what generates great play action, and as you see here, it can lead to some big pickups.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He finds De'Ami Brown. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least...
And he's into the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the hit. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Commanders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Jackson gonna keep it himself.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and long. Jackson looking to throw. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down, and that brings up 4th down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin heading out onto the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nice run there by Eckler, and he continues to be a productive back here in his 8th season in the NFL, and it's one of the main reasons why the Commanders targeted him back in March.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. First down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Commanders are going to open up the lead to 8. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. Strong. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run here. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that, and finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
From the gun, Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
You see the first down pickup there by Luke McCaffrey, and certainly a name a lot of NFL fans are going to recognize. Obviously the son of Ed McCaffrey, the brother of Christian. And his ability to really work in traffic, make difficult contested catches, he's going to have to earn some of these opportunities. He had 11 games with at least 1 receiving touchdown. That led all college football last year at Rice. I think this is a young player that's going to surprise a lot of people and maybe surpass some expectations some of the folks on the outside maybe have placed on him.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick, that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll stick to the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run. He will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he will score. Game on. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it here with with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Give, and here comes Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.